up guys, it's Nashwiz, and today I am going to be doing my very own ranking video on all the maps, but story-wise. How I think they are story-wise. Now I thought we would do this from the beginning to the end, and because that's just the most appropriate. So without any further ado, let's begin. So let's start off with House. House is like a House, I don't know, because I would put it on average because it's pretty much the beginning and an intro, so you can't really have much in an intro. But I wouldn't really rate it on where it is in the storyline. Like, because it's an intro, it goes on super high or something. Oh, that reminds me, I need to put a great and my favorite on here, so let me skip this part real quick. Now I have a great and a favorite. So let's begin with House, as I said. I would put it on average, but I'm going to put it on indifferent. It's a beginning chapter, but I can't just put it super high and on the bar just because of where it is. But just so you know, this is my own opinion, and yeah, so don't get too mad at me in the comments. Anyways, on to Station. This chapter, all we do in this chapter is see Doggy. It's very boring. This is probably one of the most forgotten chapters ever, so I'm going to put it on skippable. I don't really need to explain why, I feel like, so yeah. Now to Gallery. It's Gallery. There's no other way to say it. It's just Gallery. I would have my own thing on this, but I just decided I'm too lazy to. But Gallery is just the worst map, story-wise, ever. I'm going to be serious with you guys. Anyways, now let's go to, Forest. Now that we have Forest, there's a lot of stuff that happens in Forest because, Doggy gets infected. Later in the chapter, we figure out who infected Doggy, which brings a lot of stuff to the storyline afterwards. There's just something about Forest, but you know what? I'm just gonna put it on average because there are better chapters, in my opinion. Probably in everybody's. Okay, School. We find find Mr. P. I like how we see Mr. P, which is probably one of the most important characters in the entire storyline, which is great. Not this great, but you know what I mean by great. But that's not what happens in story. And in School, we find 2 new characters, and that's it. Nothing really happens to the story besides seeing 2 new characters. Bunny, whom probably would have been a good character if she didn't die literally 2 chapters after we saw her. She only got 1 full chapter, bruh. Like, what? Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna put it on average. Next, okay, by the way, guys, these are gonna get much better in book 2, so yeah, just so you know. Anyways, Hospital. I almost forgot about Hospital. Hospital, a lot of stuff. Hospital is also an average. Pretty much all that happens in Hospital is that, I guess that's where Pony and the other group and TSP got the potion, but that doesn't really matter. That doesn't really add anything to the storyline, in my opinion. But, I guess we get angry at Mr. P because he left us at the hospital, and I guess if we skip this one, we wouldn't really know why we were in a metro instead of, doing something, I don't know. But, yeah, it doesn't really make, I'm not going to put it on skippable, but the only thing that really happens is that we get angry at Mr. P. Also, this is the chapter where Bunny drinks the potion, so I'm gonna put it on Not an average kid. You know, a lot of average stuff. Metro. Oh no. Metro. This is a chapter where Bunny died. Man. Yeah. Now, I started playing Piggy on Carnival, so I didn't really get to see Bunny. But if I did, I bet I would be very, very sad about that. I mean, I was very sad when Sissy died, but yeah. Anyways, on to Carnival. Carnival. We were looking for Mr. P, but we ended up not finding him. The only thing that really happens in this chapter is that we find probably two of the most important characters in the entire storyline, Pony and Zizzy. And, I mean, that's pretty very important, I guess. And if you skip this one, we would have absolutely no idea why there's a why there's a horse and a zebra. Also, we wouldn't know why we had a safe place and we were in that building. So I'm gonna put it right here on average again. A lot of stuff is average. Anyways, on to City. The only thing that happened in City is that it was pretty much a I don't know, a cliffhanger or something. That's all that happened in the city. I'm gonna put it on. Should I put it on disappointing? I mean, skippable. I mean, I didn't really like City story-wise because I mean, the only thing that happened there is that we saw Georgie spying on us. That's all that happened. So I'm gonna put it on disappointing. Also, I just realized that there's an indifferent right here. I just forgot that. So I'm gonna put school and hospital over here. I have no idea about that one. Actually, no. Hospital still goes over here on average. Anyways, I was gonna say, okay, so now we go to Mall. This is actually a very good chapter. We found out Georgie, who I think by then was pretty much forgotten, but we found out about Georgie. We saw the sisters, and I mean, yeah, a lot of stuff happened. And not a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna put it on average. I'm trying to do something without average, but all these chapters are just average in my opinion. Outpost is pretty much just a get ready for the ending chapter. Nothing really happens in Outpost. I'm gonna put it on skippable. Nothing really happens there. And wow, Plants is obviously one of the best chapters ever, and this is a true ending, by the way, guys. I don't think I really need to explain why I'm putting it on great. It's just so much stuff happens in this chapter. Actually, no, I'm not putting it on great. I'm putting it on action packed, which is just another great, only better. So yeah, playing a lot of stuff. We figured out a lot of stuff in that chapter, and yeah, very good. Anyways, alleys, I don't know. I don't know about alleys. I guess we do know why we're going. If without alleys, you wouldn't know why we're going to a store to get some batteries. I guess we do figure out about Willow, so I'm gonna put it on. It's not average. It is not average, but it's not action-packed either or great. I'm gonna put it on indifferent. Store, okay. Yeah, store. I don't think I need to explain what happens in store. Yeah, store. Wow. A lot of stuff happens in store, so I'm not even gonna go explain it all. Let's just go on to Refiner. And finally, it's probably one of the saddest chapters in all of Piggy. Store is such a great chapter. It's such a sad one too. And of course, I'm putting it on heartbreaking at the beginning. On to the safe place. A lot of, in the safe place, we do figure out about the bombing, and that does get us kidnapped. So I'm gonna put it on. Can I put it on great? A lot of stuff happens in this chapter, so actually action packed. Okay, sewers. What happens in sewers again? Oh yeah, nothing. Skippable. Okay, yeah, let's go on to the next chapter. Where's Factory? Okay, yes, savior ending of Factory. This is the savior ending. The savior ending of Factory is pretty good, honestly. The survivor ending, I'll put it on just terrible. If there, I need to put it terrible here. What? Yeah, I just put it on disappointing. If it was the savior ending, the survivor ending. But since we have the savior ending only, the great thing about the savior ending, my favorite part about the savior ending is that but I'm gonna put it on average. I guess we do see Willow, so we do team up with Willow. Actually, lots of happens. I never realized that. Action packed. What next? Port. The first half of book 2 was so good. So good. But then Port happened. What happens in Port? Tigre takes our boat, so then we need to look for another one, and then boat comes, and that's it. You could just completely skip Port. But it was just so bad, I'm going to put it on disappointing anyways. Instead, Ship, same thing. Is skippable. Look, Port, ship, docks. What? But I'm not going to put docks on either one of these. Because docks, we actually find two new characters, actually. Kona. And it takes us to the temple, which is probably one of the biggest chapters in book 2. And in docks, what else happens in docks? Oh yeah, we see Tigre. But I'm going to put it on average. We only see 3 new characters. 3 is a lot, but nothing actually else happens in this chapter. Poor ship docks. Okay, temple. Oh wow. Temple. Also, this is the savior ending. We're talking about the savior ending right now, not the survivor ending. Survivor ending of Temple goes on skippable, but the savior ending, we see, dude, man, so much happened in Temple. What? We thought that Mr. Stitchy wasn't canon. We used to think that he was the main guy, but it ended up being this mystery man who we don't know his name anymore. We don't know his name, but wow, so much stuff happens in Temple. And Camp, almost the same thing. I'm gonna put it on great, maybe. Camp. We see the first actually animated cutscenes in Camp, and we figure out what Pony did, which we pretty much already knew, but it just got 100% confirmed. And yeah, I also in the what, I forgot the chapter. In the heist chapter, we figured out that it wasn't Dude Man that Willow saw, but Daisy. Daisy was infected in this chapter. And if you don't know, Daisy took care of William because Willow was homeless and William was the only one that she had. And yeah, so I'm gonna put Camp on great. Anyways, I'm gonna do the bonus chapters later. Oh wait, never mind. Beyond bonus chapters. Okay, Distorted Memory. Wow, Distorted Memory, a lot of stuff happens in Distorted Memory. Distorted Memory, we figure out that George is hearing whispers from Dude Man, which we also figured that out a little later. And we saw Penny, which was very weird when we actually first saw that. And a lot of stuff happened in this chapter, so I'm going to put that on action packed. Next off, we have Winter Holiday. Winter Holiday, nothing happened in that chapter. This is literally a bonus chapter. I mean, yeah. Next up, we have Heist. So much stuff happened in Heist. It is just crazy. I mean, most of this stuff was a flashback. I mean, all the stuff was a flashback. But, I mean, wow. It was such a big chapter. Anyways, then Distraction is such a good chapter. I figured out what happened to Zizzy back in the refinery. We found out that Zizzy was hearing Dude Man, which you probably already guessed. And we found out that Zizzy agreed to Dude Man. Mr. Stitchy is still canon. We found out that Mr. Stitchy used to be a normal person, possibly even a human, the only other human in the game. I mean, so much stuff happened in this chapter. Anyways, you might be looking at this, which is the full one. You might be looking at this and saying, what goes in the favorite? I still do not know. But it's going to be in either one of these and possibly Refinery 2, but I decided that's already not the one. One of these chapters. I honestly don't think the Safe Place, nor Heist, nor Distorted Memory. Temple is on there, but Factory, I don't really think so. Neither Store either. I think I already said that, but just in case I didn't. Wait a minute. Store actually does have a chance of being there. Camp isn't my favorite chapter. So Distraction, Plans, True Ending, Store or Temple. Okay, let's get rid of Store. And what should I take off next? I really think I'm gonna get rid of Plans. I mean, we figured out pretty much everything that happens in book 2, but most of that was already covered by theories. And next off, we have Distraction is my favorite. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.